in the next week or so, because I think Melissa's gonna have somebody like, stuff prepared, so she wants like kind of an official count, so to speak. So, just let me know, but everybody.
How far is it going to go from here to drive?
It's about a half-hour drive.
It's about a 30, 40 minutes drive.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's about
Just past
a little bit past Pittsburgh, just past Victor.
the-
So,
Okay.
so really, literally just the 490 down into Victor, and then although by this point in time Maple Avenue is going to be closed off for construction on Sunday, I don't think. But then you just go through 96 to into the village of Victor, and then Maple Avenue was not closed off, which turns into 444. So where Bristol Mountain Ski
Yes.
place is, we're probably about 10, 15 minutes before you get to Bristol Mountain.
Yeah, what is that Indian reservation there?
Ganondaga,
Yes,
Ganondaga.
Ganondaga.
Yes, we're just 5 minutes past Ganondaga.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, that's kind of nice. Yeah. Oh, it's beautiful. I mean, we're in the village, but it's beautiful. Yeah, it's beautiful countryside. The rolling hills and everything.
We actually went to Ganondaga when I was still in high school. We went out there because they have a long house that they built out there. It's a little museum,
Yes.
a trail and stuff. And it was really nice because it's like a 2-period
Mhm.
replica of like a long house. It's so cool.
It is absolutely. Okay. Oh,
And
we're
so
good.
it's-
We're good. Thanks.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for coming for today. Let's start with some silent meditation. So all of us, we're all still in training, and learning as we go along. So one of the things that we recently started and we'll periodically be picking up as time goes on is we're doing a thing where we're all of us, me, Nathan, Chuck, we're all kind of a little more delved into the practice. We're going through giving personal sermons and switching them out every week. So for at least while Kanye was gone, now, last week I gave a sermon. And this week Chuck is going to give a sermon. And next week Nathan will. And Kanye will be back. And we'll probably resume back to normal, or we may continue this. So Chuck is going to give the sermon. Please enjoy.
Okay, so I was thinking, I'm actually going to do a reading today, and I thought that this reading would be beneficial for us because it has to do with our service that we do every week. And there's a portion of the service where it says something to the effect of awareness of the 3,000 worlds existing as they are in our mind, and which is Ichinen Sansan, which is 3,000 worlds in one thought moment. So I thought that I would read from this book, The Buddha Seed Understanding Yodaimoku Namu Renge Kyo, to give a little bit of an explanation of what it is and how we utilize it in our practice. So this is from chapter 2. So what is Ichinen Sansan? The doctrine of Ichinen Sansan must be considered from two perspectives. The doctrine is taught in the theoretical section of the Lotus Sutra, and the doctrine that's taught in the essential section of the Lotus Sutra. Simply speaking, the theoretical section refers to the first 14 chapters of the Lotus Sutra, which is the realm of the historical Buddha, while the essential section refers to the latter 14 chapters, which is the realm of the eternal Shakyamuni Buddha, who is eternally engaged in the activities of saving living beings. The theoretical section is known as Ichinen Sansan of Ri, while the essential section is known as the Ichinen Sansan of Ji. Each of these will be discussed in greater detail. Ichinen Sansan is the greatest gem of the Lotus Sutra. What does the Lotus Sutra teach? According to Nichiren Shonin, 20 important doctrines are in this Lotus Sutra. The 3,000 existences in one thought doctrine is hidden between the lines of the 16th chapter on the lifespan of the Tathagata in the essential section of the Lotus Sutra. Among these doctrines, the most important one is Ichinen Sansan. Nichiren Shonin said, the doctrine of Ichinen Sansan, or the 3,000 existences in one thought, is the rarest and most miraculous. And the Kaimoku Sho, Nichiren Shonin further stated, considering these testimonies of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas in various sutras with those in the Lotus Sutra, they are like yellow rocks against gold nuggets, white clouds against white mountains, white pieces of ice against mirrors of silver, and black color against blue color. The attainment of Buddhahood can be accomplished only with Ichinen Sansan. How did the Buddha achieve such a timeless and spacious life? To what had he become enlightened? Generally, it is said that the Buddha had awakened to the dependent origination. And when we contemplate dependent origination, we are led to the concept of Ichinen Sansan. In the Lotus Sutra proper, however, the Buddha revealed the single path to enlightenment, having synthesized 3 kinds of teachings. What is attaining Buddhahood? It is to awaken to Ichinen Sansan and to achieve a great life transcending the limits of time and space. Therefore, Nichiren Shonin said, the only way seemingly that leads to Buddhahood is the 3,001 thought doctrine. He also said, Ichinen Sansan is like the father and the mother of the Buddha. In other words, all Buddhas are born from Ichinen Sansan. He also said, it is not an immediate attainment of Buddhahood in this world, referring to women having to change before reaching Buddhahood, which can only be possible through the 3,001 thought doctrine. The attainment of Buddhahood can be accomplished only with the Lotus Sutra. Examining the 2 points mentioned in the previous section, Ichinen Sanzen exists only in the Lotus Sutra, and attaining Buddhahood can only be accomplished through Ichinen Sanzen, leading to the conclusion that attaining Buddhahood is limited to the Lotus Sutra. Nichiren Shonin stated, to tell you the truth, however, without the power of the Lotus Sutra, it is impossible for any living being to attain Buddhahood. Break through the 6 lower realms and be reborn in the pure land of Buddhas throughout the universe. You must rely on the power of the Lotus Sutra in order to leave the Saha world and enter the pure world. Accordingly, all living beings, including bodhisattvas, men of the 2 vehicles, which are Sravakas and Pratyeka-Buddhas, human beings, heavenly beings, and animals who will be reborn in pure lands throughout the universe, do so as royal children of the Lotus Sutra. It is because children of the Lotus Sutra are all able to become Buddhas. What is Ichinen Sanzen of Ri? Fundamentally, Ichinen Sanzen can be explained as follows. Every thought is encompassing 3,000 worlds, which make up the entirety of existence. The universe, or more simply, the 3,000 realms, are contained in one mind. The number 3,000 derives from multiplying the conceptual categories of the mutual possession of the 10 realms, the 10 aspects of existence, and the 3 categories of those realms. These basic concepts describe the states of existence. While 3,000 theoretically represents the existing worlds in the universe, the number is meant to describe the vastness, the universality, and the infinity. Ichinen Sanzen of Ri refers to the theoretical principles found in the theoretical section of the Lotus Sutra. This refers to the theory or principle of enlightenment, the components of which are described in the following sections. 10 realms. Nichiren Shonin taught us the teaching of the 3001 thought is based on the mutually possessed characteristics of the 10 realms, meaning that the 10 realms have the characteristics of the other 9. What are the 10 realms? The 10 realms describe the realm of living beings and the different ways in which sentient beings experience their lives and their environments. When one multiplies 10 realms by 10 realms, the result is 100. From top to bottom, the realms are as follows. The realm of the Buddha, the state of Buddhahood in which one has attained enlightenment and also leading others to the same realm. The realm of Bodhisattvas, the state of practitioner in which one is saving others as well as practicing oneself. The realm of the Pratyeka-Buddha, the state of the self-practitioner in which one seeks enlightenment only by oneself. The realm of the Shravaka, the state of the self-practitioner in which one seeks his own enlightenment by hearing the Buddha's voice. The realm of the heavenly beings, or the gods, the state of the heavenly being, or deity. The realm of the human being, which is the state of the human being. The realm of Asura, which is the state of anger. The realm of the animal, which is the state of animalistic impulsive behavior. The realm of the hungry spirit, the state of suffering caused by thirst and hunger arising from greed. And the realm of hell, which is the state of overwhelming suffering. The mutual possession of the 10 realms. The mutual possession of the 10 realms means that each of the 10 realms of living existence contains the characteristics of the other 9 realms. The realm of hell to the realm of the heavenly beings are also known as the 6 regions, which are the realms of transmigration, which is reincarnation. One reaches according to their karma or the deeds in one's previous life. The realm of the Shravaka to the realm of Buddhahood are the realms of the 4 holy ones, or the ones who transcend the cycle of transmigration. Spiritual contemplation means for one to meditate on his own mind, observing through the 10 realms, from the hells up to the realm of the Buddhas, all of which are by nature contained in every mind. Human beings can experience the heart of compassion like a Buddha or a Bodhisattva. We can also experience anger like like the asura, or greed, like a hungry spirit, or mercilessness, like an animal, or sink into the bottom sufferings, the lowest sufferings of hell. Anger represents hells, greed is hungry spirits, ignorance, beasts, flattery, asuras, and demons, delight, gods, and calm, men. The mutual possession of the 10 realms doctrine is difficult to maintain as it is to see a fire in a rock and flowers in a wood. However, it is not totally impossible because rocks spark when struck together and trees bloom in spring. The 10 suchnesses. The 10 suchnesses, Jun Nolze, appear in chapter 2, Expedient Means, of the Lotus Sutra. This is the portion of the Lotus Sutra we recite as part of our daily services and which are repeated 3 times during the whole Ben month. Please refer. So the 10 suchnesses are Nyoze Soul, or appearances as such, Nyoze Sho, natures as such, Nyoze Tai, or the entities as such, Nyoze Riki, the powers as such, Nyoze Sa, activities as such, Nyoze In, primary causes as such, Nyoze En, environmental causes as such, Nyoze Ka, effects as such, Nyoze Ho, rewards and retributions as such, and Nyoze Ho Matoko Kyoto, or the equality as such despite their differences. Everything in the universe has its own entity, nature, and appearance. Let's take the case of the famous comedian Charlie Chaplin. He possessed the entity of Charlie Chaplin. He had his own nature and his own form or aspect of his appearance. He created his own power based on the 3 factors of entity, nature, and appearance. His power was to make people laugh and feel happy. If he did not use his power, it would not have remained invisible. When Chaplin's power appeared and worked on people through his activities, it created external actions and effects. When activities are created by personal power and work externally, they bring some change to the surroundings as well as to oneself. In Chaplin's case, he was able to attract many people's hearts and entice them into the movie theaters. He also improved himself with his activities, which are a primary cause. His activities were also an environmental cause, leading to change in others. On the other hand, others' activities became environmental cause as his fans provided an impetus for Chaplin's transformation. The interaction of primary cause and environmental cause created results, which are the effects and rewards. Equality as such means that every one of the 10 suchnesses is not separate from each other. They are always contained in one body in relationship to each other. The idea of the 10 suchnesses applies not only to human beings, but also to all things, mind, or even life after death. The 10 suchnesses exist in all 100 realms described above. Each realm of the 100 has its own 10 suchnesses, such as appearance, nature, entity, power, and so forth. In other words, 100 realms multiplied by 10 suchnesses create 1,000 suchnesses. In these days, people are very much concerned about environmental issues, such as the Earth's environment and its influences on our mind and body. In other words, the environment and land also have power, effects, and so forth towards human beings. On the other hand, we human beings also change our environment, the environment of nature. Human and other beings and land and its environment influence each other with their power and activities, and also create effects and rewards as being primary and environmental causes. They are called the 3 constituents of the world, which are Shujo Seiken, the world of sentient beings, living beings such as humans and animals, Go-On Seiken, the world of the 5 elemental aggregates which form the body, mind, and environment, and Kokudo Seiken, the world of non-sentient beings, the land in which there are living beings. each of the constituents has 10 suchnesses. So 10,000 suchnesses multiplied by 3 constituents equal 3,000 realms. What does this number 3,000 represent? It represents everything, not only of the earth, but also of the universe, and includes everything in the form of past, present, and future. Everything of the universe, from animals, plants, other beings, visible or invisible, and their activities, workings, and movements are included in the 3,000 realms. Everything of the universe exists within each one of us. Everything influences us, works together as primary cause and environmental cause, and brings effects, rewards, and retributions. All of us exist in relationship with everything in the universe. We are able to live in this world due to our interaction, or due to the interaction with other people and cultures created by our ancestors, and animals and nature such as plants, sun, moon, ground, air, water. All of these exist in ourselves in one moment. To practice this principle in one's life is to realize the truth of the 3,000 existences in one thought, which is Ichinen Sanzen. Ichinen Sanzen of Ji. Theoretically, Ichinen Sanzen of Ri tells us that we can attain Buddhahood and that all realms of existence, including Buddhahood, can be recognized in every moment of conscious awareness. However, Ichinen Sanzen of Ji tells us that we are in the process of becoming Buddhas and that Buddhahood is really already at work in our lives. Every single moment of taking faith and rejoicing in this teaching allows us to understand the reality of the Buddha's presence in our lives. How does this happen? Have others practiced the actual way of realizing it, reciting and upholding the 5 characters of Myo, Myo holding the Kyo, and revering the most venerable one, as revealed in the essential section of the Lotus Sutra, which quoted by Nichiren Shonin and Kanjin Honzo's show. Wisdom and the world of the Buddha's enlightenment. Enlightenment means awakening to the truth of Ichinen Sanzen and realizing a great life transcending the limits of time and space. Ichinen Sanzen is the wisdom of the Buddha's enlightenment and the circumstances attained with his enlightenment. Ichinen Sanzen of Ri is awakening to Ichinen Sanzen as the Buddha's enlightenment through meditation or mental practice and the enhancement of one's own wisdom. In contrast, our own lives are connected with the Buddha's life through faith and the Odaimoku. One can imagine connecting a pipe between the Buddha's life and ours, Ichinen Sanzen, as the Buddha's wisdom and circumstance of his enlightenment flows naturally into our lives and becomes our own wisdom. We receive Ichinen Sanzen from the Buddha through chanting of the Odaimoku. This is the Ichinen Sanzen of Ji. This universe is the Buddha life. When we thoroughly consider about the Ichinen Sanzen of Ri deeply, we can come to understand that everything in the universe depends on each other, relates to each other, and does not exist independently. Everything exists as one. In the cycle of nature, everything in the universe has its own role by making others active and with each other and supporting each other. In other words, the universe is one great being. Nothing is independent of existence. We human beings also have our own role as a part of this great life for the universe. A natural scientist once said that the earth, the universe are one being. Each running river is like a blood vessel. Everything of nature supports this great life. This corresponds with what the Buddha had said over 2,000 years ago. It seems that finally science is caught up with Buddhism. When we read chapter 16 of the Lotus Sutra, the duration of the life of the Tathagata, we realize that one great being of the universe is the original Buddha, Shakyamuni, who has warm compassion and personality. Now, the philosophical theory of Ichinen Sanzen of Ri has become a warm-hearted religion, and the understanding of this religion is realized through chanting of the Odaimoku, creating the actual Ichinen Sanzen of Ji.
Invocation. Honor be to the great mandala, the perfect circle of all honorable ones, revealed by our founder Nichiren Shonin. Honor be to the eternal Buddha Shakyamuni, our original teacher, the Lord of the Dharma, our great benefactor, who attained enlightenment in the remotest past. Honor be to the Sutra, the lotus flower of the wonderful Dharma, the teaching of equality, the great wisdom, the one vehicle. Honor be to our founder, the great Bodhisattva Nichiren Shonin, dispatched by our original Buddha. Honor be to Renge Jari Nichiji Shonin, the first overseas missionary. Honor be to the protective deities of the Dharma. We honor all of you. May you come to this consecrated place out of your compassion towards us. See us with the light of your wisdom and accept our offering of chanting the sutra and Namu Myo Renge Kyo. Page 9, verse broken in the sutra. The most profound and wonderful teaching is presented in this sutra. This sutra is difficult to meet even once in thousands and millions of aeons. Now we have been able to see, hear, receive, and keep this sutra. May we understand the most excellent teaching of the Tathagata. The most excellent teaching of the great vehicle is very difficult for us to understand. We shall be able to approach enlightenment when we see, hear, or touch this sutra. Expounding is the Buddha's wisdom. Expounded is the Buddha's truth. The letters composing this sutra are the Buddha's manifestation. Just as perfume is caught by something put nearby, so shall we be richly benefited by this sutra, even when we are not aware of being so benefited. Because infinite merits are accumulated in the sutra, we can expiate our past transgressions, do good deeds, and attain Buddhahood by the merits of this sutra. It does not matter whether we are wise or not, or whether you believe the sutra or slander it. This sutra is the most wonderful and most excellent taught by the Buddhists of the past, present, and future. May we meet and receive it, birth after birth, world after world. Page 11. Yo renge kyo hoben pom nai ni niji se som ju san mayan to ni ki bo sai asu so bu chi yin yin yu no Actually, change, let's go to page 40. The Sutra of the Lotus Flower of the Wonderful Dharma, Chapter 16, the duration of the life of the Tathagata. It is many hundreds of thousands of billions of trillions of asankaya of kalpas since I became the Buddha. For that master numerable millions of living beings in order to lead them into the way of Buddha, in order to save the perverted people. I expediently show my nirvana to them. In reality, I shall never pass away. I always live here in this town of Dharma. Although I always live here with the perverted people, I disappear from their eyes by my supernatural powers. When they see me pass away and make offerings to my Sadhana, and adore me, admire me, and become devout, upright, and gentle, and wish to see me with all their hearts at the cost of their lives. I will appear on Mount Sacred Eagle with my Sangha and say to them, I always live here, I shall never be extinct. I show my extinction to you expediently, although I never pass away. I also expound the unsurpassed Dharma to the living beings of the other world. If they respect me, believe me, and wish to see me, you have never heard this, therefore you thought that I pass away. I see the perverted people sinking in an ocean of suffering. Therefore I disappear from their eyes and cause them to admire me. When they adore me, I appear and expound the Dharma to them. I can do all this by my supernatural powers. I live on Mount Sacred Eagle and also in the other humble forums. Samkhya Kalpa, the perverted people think this world is in a big fire. The end of the kalpa of destruction is coming. In reality, this world of mine is peaceful. It is filled with gods and men. The gardens, forests, and stately buildings are adorned with various treasures of jewelry and many flowers and fruits of living beings are enjoying themselves, and the gods are beating heavenly drums, making various kinds of music and making mandala flowers on the great multitude. And this world of mine is indestructible, but the perverted people think it is full of sorrow, fear, and other sufferings. It will soon burn away because of their evil karma. These sinful people will not be able to hear the name of the treasure. Turning us on Kaya Kalpa to those who have accumulated merits and who are gentle and upright and who see me living here expounding the Dharma. I say the duration of my life is immeasurable. To those who see me after a long time, I say it is difficult to see a Buddha. I can do all this by the power of my wisdom. The light of my wisdom knows no bound. The duration of my life is immeasurable. Compass I obtained this longevity by ages of practice. And all of you I send you doubt about this. Remove your doubts, have no more. My words are true, not false. A physician who sent a man expediently to tell his perverted sons of the death of their father in order to cure them was not accused of falsehood, although he was still alive in the same manner. I am the father of the world. I am saving all living beings from suffering because they are perverted. I say that I shall pass away, although I shall not. If they always see me, they will become arrogant and licentious and cling to the five desires who is practicing the way and who is not. Therefore I expound various teachings to all living beings according to their capacity. I am always thinking, how shall I cause all living beings to enter into the unsurpassed way and quickly become Buddhas? Page 49. The Sutra of the Lotus Flower of the Wonderful Dharma, Chapter 21, The Supernatural Powers of the Tathagata. The Buddhas, the world saviors, have great supernatural powers. They display their immeasurable supernatural powers in order to cause all living beings to rejoice. The tips of their tongues reach the heaven above. Innumerable rays of light are emitted from their bodies for those who are seeking the enlightenment of the Buddha. The Buddhas do these things where we do these things. The sound of coughing of the Buddhas and the sound of their fingers snapping reverberate over the world of breath and corners and the ground of those worlds facing the 6 ways of Buddha. Joyfully display their immeasurable supernatural powers because the Bodhisattvas come underground. While you keep this sutra after my extinction, even if I pray for innumerable kalpas, the keeper of this sutra, to whom it is to be transmitted, I cannot place him highly enough. His merits are as limitless, as infinite, as boundless as the size of the world of the 10 quarters. Anyone who keeps this sutra will be able to see me. He also will be able to see many treasures. Buddha, the Buddhas of my replicas, and the Bodhisattvas whom I have taught today. Anyone who keeps this sutra will be able to cause me to rejoice. He also will be able to bring joy to the Buddhas of my replicas, and also to many treasures. Buddha who once passed away, he also will be able to see the present, past, and future Buddhas of the world of the 10 quarters, and make offerings to them and cause them to rejoice. The Buddhas that have the place of enlightenment and obtain the hidden core. Anyone who keeps this sutra will be able to obtain the same before long. Anyone who keeps this sutra will be able to expound the meanings of the teachings and the names and words of the sutra. Their eloquence will be as boundless and as unhindered as the wind in the sky. Anyone who understands why the Buddhas expound many sutras, who knows the position of this sutra in a series of sutras, and expounded after my extinction according to its true meaning, will be able to eliminate the darkness of the living beings of the world where he walks about, just as the light of the sun and the moon eliminate all darkness. He will be able to cause innumerable bodhisattvas to dwell finally in the one vehicle. Therefore the man of wisdom who hears the benefits of these merits and who keeps his sutra after my extinction will be able to attain the enlightenment of the Buddha, definitely and doubtlessly. Devotion and soul. The wonderful truth expounded in the Lotus Sutra, whose Odaimoku we now chant, is what the past Buddhas taught, the present Buddhas are teaching, and the future Buddhas shall teach. It is the great Dharma, true and pure, the propagation of which was transmitted primarily to Bodhisattva Jogyo by the Buddha among sacred eagles. Once we chant, Namu Renge Kyo, we shall attain the right view that the 3,000 worlds exist in our minds just as they are. The pure land of tranquil light shall be made manifest in our sight, and together with all other beings we shall enjoy living in the land of truth. May the sound of our chanting the Odaimoku permeate the whole world, be offered to the three treasures, and be bestowed on all beings. May all beings enter the world of the one reality, the great vehicle. May the Buddha land be adored, and all beings favored with the merits of our chanting. Namu Renge Kyo. Namu Renge Kyo. Namu Namu What's the difficulty of retaining the sutra? It is difficult to keep this sutra. I shall be glad to see anyone keeping it even for a moment. So will all the other Buddhas. He will be praised by all the Buddhas. He will be a man of valor, a man of endeavor. He shall be considered to have already observed the precepts and practice of the Dhamma. He will quickly attain the unsurpassed enlightenment of the Buddha. Anyone who reads and recites this sutra in the future is a true Dharma. He shall be considered to live on the stage of purity and good. Anyone after my execution who understands the meaning of this sutra will be out of the world of God and heaven. Anyone who expounds this sutra even for a moment in this dreadful world to be honored with offerings by all gods and men. Page 68, Golden Chain. I am a link in Lord Buddha's golden chain of love that stretches around the world. I must keep my link bright and strong. I will try to be kind and gentle to every living thing and protect all who are weaker than myself. I will try to think pure and beautiful thoughts, to say pure and beautiful words, and to do pure and beautiful deeds, knowing that what I do now depends on my happiness and misery. May every link in Lord Buddha's golden chain of love become bright and strong, and may we all attain perfect peace. Go. We respectfully dedicate all our merits now gathered to the great benevolent teacher, Shakyamuni, the eternal Buddha, to the supreme teaching, the Lotus Sutra, to the leader of the declining latter age of the Dharma, our founder, the great Bodhisattva Nichiren Shonin, and to the protective deities of the Dharma. May all beings under the heavens and within the four seas live in accordance with the wonderful Dharma. May the wonderful Dharma spread throughout the 10,000 years of the declining latter age of the Dharma. May we realize this world is the eternal Buddha's pure land. May peace permeate all the world and all beings enjoy peace and happiness. May all beings live in safety and live long without misfortune. May the peace and happiness last forever and all beings be prosperous. We pray that all beings awaken to the true nature of reality, which is the Buddha Dharma. May all beings of all realms be helped equally, overcome suffering, and gain the happiness of blissful liberation through the merits of following the teaching of the Lotus Sutra. We pray for the spirits of our ancestors and for all the spirits of the universe, especially for in sickness and distress, Lynn, Bigelow, Scoop, Phil Rogowski, the Rogowski family, Ted Day, Ruben Ferguson, Helen Lawson, Derek Floyd, Darren Floyd, Sean Tompkins, Sarah Morrell, Damian Reddick, Wendy Prevost, Jason Wellman, Jesse Shover, Kaved Lovejoy, Toja Gillian, Bob Magoon, Grandma Lucy, Carmen Levine, Issa Simmons, Glenda Grasso, Glenda Williams, Douglas Conrad, Antoinette Moon, Miss Case, Manny Figueroa, Luther Smart, Jerome Cushion, and Martin Hardaway. In memoriam, William Smith, Maria Valentin, Deidre Hosick, William Thomas, Aunt Barbara, Joseph and Elaine Winter, Terry Piquin, Bill Mears Sensei, Kazuko Jordan, Che Kroll, Clarence Kroll, Albert Rebus, Carol Morrow, Jack Parker, Dan Subkala, Edward Williams, Bethany Nixon, Cheryl Cushman, Jeer Newt, Lucy Mosher, James Mosher, Katrina Perchowski, Pat LaMonica, Roberto and Maria, Nancy Lau, Tilly, Cheryl Jones Sissy, Minch, and Ibio Smith. May we purify our minds, limit our desires, learn to be content, feel free to experience the quiet, unassuming joys of life, and learn to abandon all attachments formed in the mind. With this prayer, we endeavor to increase our understanding and appreciation of what others have given and contributed to us, and to develop constant mindful consideration of how our thoughts and actions will beneficially contribute to others. Namu Myo Renge Kyo. The four great vows, 77, 78. Shigu Sega. Shujo Muhen Segando. Sentient beings are innumerable. I vow to save them all. Bono Musho Segandan. Our defilements are inexhaustible. I vow to quench them all. Homon Nujin Seganchi. The Buddha's teachings are immeasurable. I vow to know them all. Butsudo Mujo Seganjo. The way of the Buddha is unexcelled. I vow to attain the path sublime. With this body, until I attain Buddhahood, I shall hold my faith in the Lotus Sutra. Namu Myo Renge Kyo. Namu Myo Renge Kyo. Namu Myo Renge Kyo. Uso. Soon.
venerable ones, remember us, be where you like, and come again out of your compassion towards us. And we finish how we began. Meditation. Merits the meal. Thank you, everyone. Wonderful practice.
Yes. Chanting was fantastic today, I thought.
Yeah, I worked up a sweat.
Very cathartic. As a quick reminder, as mentioned at the outset, Sensei Kanjin will be here for services Sunday the 14th. He's going to be here for 4 days. Through the 18th? Yeah. Oh, okay.
Any update?
Yeah, that's why I got up to the wall service, because I heard.
Oh, you're just taking photos.
No, I forgot to take photos.
Oh,
There's,
So the 14th through the 18th.
yeah.
Still, nevertheless, even though it's extended, which is great, definitely still let Kaishin know if you want, like what days between the 14th and the 18th are best for you for Kanjin Sensei to do a house blessing. If you would like Kanjin Sensei to bless your home. And then similarly, let me know either by email or Facebook or just let me know in person when I see you this week or next. If you would like to join Melissa and I on the 14th back at our home in Bloomfield after Julian's welcome.
Yes, I would love to.
Excellent.
It is 11:49.
Oh, it's working.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
Me too.
good to see you guys. Thank you so
Very
much.
nice to
But
see
I
you.
will look in your refrigerator.
I love to come down here.
We'll be here in spirit.
Yeah, so you went along the whole day.
Sorry, I don't just yet.
Oh, I understand. I understand.
I don't know if it's the heat, but it's, I think my legs are extra numb and sleepy today.
Oh, yeah.
Your legs
Oh, okay, that's.
Who do I need to give information to about cleaning that week?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's definitely the Tuesday and Thursday, either Chuck or Kaisha will be here.
Okay. Okay.
that Tuesday and Thursday ahead, and also the Monday ahead of
What
time as
time?
well. What time would you say Tuesday or Thursday you and Chuck will be here?
Tuesday, 6 to 6:30.
Okay,
If we're not here within the first half hour.
okay, between 6 and 6:30,
6 to
or by
6:30.
6:30,
By 6:30 at the latest.
Okay.
We will be here
okay,
until about 8:39.
okay, so I can, Thursday, I can definitely be between 6:30.
Oh, yeah.
That would be great.
If you,
Okay.
if you want to stop by.
I will do that. You guys have a good week?
Thank you so much, you too.
Yeah. I gotta get that, because you put some things into perspective for me, so my head is going, so.
Wow, you can borrow the book.
Very good book.
I still have the orange one and I'm working on that one. I'm working through that. I got through some of it, a couple chapters, when I was on my way to California, so. Well,
We always come here and we read from the Lotus Sutra and we do on Tuesday to Thursday. We read from the Lotus Sutra and we do Shogai.
because I gotta keep this stuff. I gotta get it. Have a good week.
Yeah,
Thank you so much, you too.
Okay.
Sorry, I almost fell down.
Oh, no, it's okay. Yeah, you know, take it easy. Oh, it's still live.